We're going to make some fresh coriander powder. Now, what we need to do is just get good old coriander seeds, and we need to dry roast them on a pan. Okay, so I'm going to start that and get that a little hot. The key is not to burn them, so you want them slightly golden, and when you start to smell the coriander seeds roasting in this dry pan, and that's when you know that it's time to stop. So what we're going to do over here, and if you can see, I've just got a handful, maybe a cup of coriander seeds in here, and I'm going to start dry roasting this. You don't need to fidget around with it too much, which is why this is so easy to do. And you see here, it's just about getting, a little bit of heat on it. And when you smell those spices, that's when you take it off the heat and it's done. What you need for this, I've got my spice grinder over here. I would not recommend that you put this in straight away, just because it's hot and it's gonna steam up in here, and you might have it getting a bit soggy from all of this. So let this come down, let this cool off, and when it's completely cool, all you need is another minute in this and you'd have your fresh coriander seed powder. My coriander seeds have been dry roasted and cooled now, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoon this into my dry grinder, and then I'm gonna blitz this so it's a really nice fine powder. And you really just want to make about a jar at a time. What I do is I make just about enough. This lasts me for a good 2 weeks or so, depending on how much you use it. I'm going to go ahead and put this into my mixer. It needs a bit of elbow action there. I have ground this into a lovely powder, and I'm going to transfer it into this container. Now, my recommendation, because the jar tends to get a bit warm, I would suggest either you wait for this mixture to cool in this thing, or you transfer it, and then I just leave it open for a little bit, just to make sure that it's not hot, because it can clump up and get moist. So you could do either of the two. So I'm going to leave this here, let this all cool off, and then I will transfer it into the jar, and my coriander powder is good to go.